This is Natalie Clack from JustBE Coaching Company in Johannesburg, South Africa. And this is the second video in our series on natural self-help tools for the busy entrepreneur. Our aim is to provide you with information on self-help tools that are easy to learn, use, and implement that will empower you to be more effective in your business and personal life so you can be free to live your best life in prosperity and success. Today, we have a very special guest, and we are going to have Rita Schoeman. She's going to be here from Coaching with Heart. She's an integrative life coach based in Cape Town, and she provides you with a safe place to validate your feelings and self-expression as it relates to hurdles and challenges that you experience in life. Please, Rita, will you tell the audience about your business, and welcome to the show.
Natalie, thank you for allowing me to be on your show. It is such an honor for me to share the platform with you. Yeah, I can just say thank you for allowing me to be here. I'm so honored and I'm so humbled to be here. So what do? I am empowerment developer.
Okay.
What does that mean? And I would like to share with your audience the definition of empowerment. And that might just light up some bulbs for you along the road. The definitions say it is the process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling one's life and claiming one's rights.
Wow.
Now that is extremely powerful. My next question is, if this definition is true, then it means I am the creator of the empowerment that I'm seeking.
That's quite powerful.
Are you? If you're not, what is preventing you from being the creator of the empowerment that you're seeking? And the answer is very simple. It is the story that I'm telling myself.
Okay.
So what assists me in my daily life and the hurdles that I need to overcome is understanding the story that I'm telling myself.
Okay.
And the second thing that I use a process of self-inquiry meditation.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that self-inquiry meditation?
I think sometimes we have the wrong impression of what meditation is. And this is really just a process of being quiet, being still. Now, it's also easier said than done to be quiet and to be still. But it is a very, very powerful way of understanding the story that I'm telling myself.
That makes a lot of sense. Can you tell me what challenges have you experienced as a busy entrepreneur, and what tools do you use yourself?
I had a hard and long thought about this because there are various experiences and challenges that we have. And I think the one that really stuck out was the one of multitasking. Would you agree with me?
Oh yes, déjà vu.
So, and I want to ask a few questions around this. How productive are you when you multitask?
Well, you can't be 100% productive if you're not managing it right.
Correct. How mindful, self-aware are you when you're multitasking?
Well, that answer is quite simple. Once again, you're not.
Exactly that. We're not. That is really the very simple answer that actually, if you think very carefully about multitasking, you get to a point where nothing gets done.
Absolutely.
That you are totally drained and you do not have the power physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually to do anything. So don't multitask. But I want to go further with that, and I just touched on this, is what multitasking, or the other side of the coin to this question is, what is it that you resist? In other words, what is it that makes it uncomfortable for you to live in the present moment?
Ah, that's interesting. That's something that you have to sit down and really think about.
Correct. That is the story that I'm telling myself.
And it all comes all the way right back to step one. The most important priority, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And until you understand that story that you're telling yourself, you can't change anything.
Absolutely.
You
And
can't
that takes
redesign
quite a
your
bit
life.
of honesty, doesn't it?
It does. A huge amount of honesty, a huge amount of commitment towards yourself.
Awesome. And tell me, would you say that there are tools that are easy to learn, use, and incorporate into your life that could help you with this?
My tool that I really use is living in the present moment.
Okay.
And it's actually very simple, but it's very difficult to master.
Yes.
Because of the story I'm telling myself, because of that little thingy sitting here, prescribed to me who and what I should be. And it just have a whole lot of repercussions at the end of the day. It just snowballs if I do not understand the story that I'm telling. So really, it is extremely important. And this is what I do in my day, my life, is live in the present moment.
Okay, so as a busy entrepreneur, if I can interject and ask you, what are the challenges that I could overcome if you can help me as a busy, disparate person that's trying to run my business? How do I live in that moment? What can I do to try and master that?
So I help you to unpack the story that you're telling yourself.
Okay.
I help you to change the narrative of that story that you are telling yourself. And if you can do that, you are able to start living in the present moment.
That's very powerful. That really is very powerful. Can you tell me, how could our audience reach out to you for a one-on-one?
I offer my clients a free, no obligation discovery call that they can do. Go to my website, ritaschoeman.co.za, and the very first button on the right-hand side, if you press that button, it will allow you to book a discovery call with me. Or they can WhatsApp me, +27 83 381 8624, or they can email me at rita.ritaschoeman.co.za.
That's awesome. Tell me, what would be the benefit as a busy entrepreneur in unraveling that story? And basically it's a reshuffle. How would you say it?
The benefit of it is you would receive clarity of mind, what you're doing. You will start to trust your instinct,
Okay.
your gut. You will live your life in purpose. If you can understand that story that you are telling yourself.
Okay, and what would you say living with purpose would be? Just to explain to those of us who are still lay people and learning the ropes of managing our mindset and our physical health so we can actually overcome this and gain control, I should say.
Purpose differ from person to person.
Okay.
Okay, purpose differ from person to person. And I will share you my purpose. My purpose is really to evolve from the day that I was born, or from the day of conception till the day that I die, that I become the best version of myself. Now, sometimes we need to redesign that. We need to redesign a new life. And that is possible. That is absolutely possible. If you can understand what you want and what your purpose is, what is it that makes you happy? What does freedom means to you? What does liberation means to you? You can do all of those things. You do have the ability to redesign yourself.
That's awesome. Can you perhaps share something with our audience? A little story perhaps on how, as a business entrepreneur, embarking upon this journey for yourself, what benefit have you had with regards to serving your clients and serving yourself?
Well, serving myself means I'm living my purpose. And my purpose, as I said to you, is to evolve to the best version of myself. And if I can do that, I can help my clients do the same. And I want to share this story with you from, met this client a while ago, lady a while ago. And when she walked my virtual office, she looked like a bull that saw a red flag.
Okay.
And that's really what she looked like. Right? She really, her face was so distorted. And unpacking her story that she was telling herself, I think the one powerful thing that came out of that was that she was carrying, transferring that unhappiness. And let's just stay with the unhappiness, the anger. She was transferring that to her child.
Okay.
And the moment that she understood that, she could understand how important it is that she has to resolve her own story and reasons for her own anger. And that, just that, opens up so much more space in her daily life that the rest of her day just becomes a whole lot easier. There was no dread, no fear of actually doing what she needs to do. So it has a huge impact on your life.
Absolutely. And, you know, if that's how you're carrying out towards your children, that's how you're carrying out to your business, your colleagues, the strangers you meet at the cashier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that changed the business as well. You know, that changed her relationship. Well, first of all, with her kid.
Yes.
But also with her colleagues that she worked with.
Incredible. That's incredible. Can you tell me, I was very blessed to get the opportunity to attend your Dating Yourself workshop on Monday. Can you perhaps tell our audience a little bit more about that?
I should ask you to tell them what was your experience of my workshop.
My experience of your workshop was, it was a deep dive into how I'm consciously thinking about the influencers that surround me and my thought form related to it. And I found it very powerful because on a conscious level, I was not even aware of how I was feeling or what I thought about any of the influences that came up. And funnily enough, I found that it gave me quite a lot of freedom because by giving me the clarity, I could gain control over my personal mental self-expression with regards to it. Now, could you tell me, I want to know whether you do more of these programs. Will our audience be able to reach out and become a part of these sessions? How do your workshops run?
I intend to do this, the Dating Yourself workshop, once a month.
Okay.
First Monday of the month. I haven't given you that link, but I can give you the link for them to book.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll pop those links into the chat when we upload our YouTube video.
Yes, so I will forward that to you. Yes, Natalie, Dating Yourself is really, as you said, a deep dive into yourself, because research has shown that 85% of people don't know who they are.
That's the first thing we hide from, isn't it? And funnily enough,
absolutely,
I think it's because outside people see you and you accept those comments and criticisms and accept them as the view of who you are. But you need to take that internal time to sit down and evaluate it. And if you've got the right person in a trusting environment who can lead you into your dive, it gives you an opportunity and almost forces you to take the time out. Because as a busy entrepreneur, if there's one thing we don't do, it's stop and take time out for us.
I agree with you, and that is my hope, that it will allow you to start thinking of who you are. Are you this perceived idea of what the outside world tell you are? Or are you someone very special with unique inner power that's hiding behind all the masks that the outer world somehow forces onto us?
Yeah.
And there's various reasons for that. I don't think we have the time to go into the depth to understand.
No problem. We will have to get you back soon for a nice education series so that we can learn some more and cover the depth of it. But absolutely, it's definitely. What we do is it's almost like you have this beautiful pearl, and slowly but surely, like that little grain of sand, it's layers that just go on top.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, for various reasons, we do that, you know, and when you do a deep dive into that, I also want to say to you, there's no right or wrong into that. You do that sometimes because you have to do that. So there's no right or wrong, but can you allow yourself to be that pearl, that shining star, that unique human being that we all are unique. That's how we've been created. We are unique human beings. We don't need to be like someone else.
Absolutely.
Although
we also
believe,
don't have to have what they say define us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so how does the audience contact you to acquire access to your tools and book a session?
Natalie, I think that they can contact me via my website, ritaschoeman.co.za, and book a free non-obligation discovery call. Then I'm also giving away a free ebook that you can go and download. It's a very simple book with very basic guidelines on how to handle your fear, your anxiety, your stress. Very simple book. Yeah, and you can even you can get hold of me via email, rita@ritaschoeman.co.za, and you can WhatsApp me at +27 83 381 8624. If I don't immediately answer you, you need to know I'm just busy with someone, but I will respond to that at a point in time.
Oh, that's awesome, Rita. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time with us. Do you have any last thoughts you'd like to leave our audience with?
Don't multitask.
I love that. I would like to thank you very much for being a guest on our show. That's Rita Schoeman from Coaching with Heart, integrative life coach based in Cape Town. Thank you very much for your time today, Rita. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Natalie.
Our second video in the Natural Self-Help Tools for the Busy Entrepreneur. Please, all of our links will be in the chat. And we thank you very much, Rita, for your ebook free gift. That's awesome of you to share with us. I'm sure that all of the busy entrepreneurs that have been on the show are going to enjoy and learn a lot from it. Thank you very much.